So in corporate giving, as well as individual giving and foundation giving, we need to improve how we do our metrics. Our metrics are a string that is attached. They are a cost that's associated with the money that we give. Our money is costing these organizations money. It's costing us money too. It's money that's being pulled out of the gift that we give in order to report back to us how it's going. And obviously, metrics are important for all the reasons that you're thinking in your head right now that they're important. But we can be smarter about metrics. And one of the ways that we can be smarter about metrics is by working more closely with the organization to find out what things they're already measuring. What processes are already in place to measure. Let's say if we're in a organization that's oriented towards service hours spent with individual clients, or caseload. So, for instance, if you're giving a gift and your hope is that it will reduce the caseloads of their employees by adding additional employees, what you would want to see, something they're probably already measuring, how many cases does each employee have, and then how many people are served overall in a year. So they're already measuring those things. So those are smart metrics. It adds no burden to the organization to report those things, almost no burden. And so those are the types of things you want to look for: is what are these organizations already measuring, and how is that related to the goals and outcomes that you're hoping for your gift. It might take a little bit longer to figure out the metrics, but it's going to be a more rewarding experience for you and the organization. You're going to understand more of how things work inside their organization, and they're going to appreciate your attempt to reduce the burden on them in reporting, and those strings, reduce the number of strings, and reduce the cost of receiving money from you. And that also means that your money's going farther and having a greater impact, because it's not being spent on new ways of measuring things they're already measuring. We don't want to double up on how we're measuring things. So seek those opportunities to use metrics that they are already collecting. And that can help you have reduce the number and have smarter metrics. Makes everybody happy.